The 2025 BMW iX, a rather interesting EV, and in this video I'm going to talk about what's new for this latest model year. Then I will share with you some interesting facts, my personal thoughts, and towards the end, as always, I will share with you how you can save a substantial amount of money with these new BMW EVs. In the case of this iX, you can potentially save close to 20 grand off of MSRP. But let's start out with what's new. For the most part, it's nothing crazy, but we do have here a new highway assist hands-free driving feature that is now incorporating a eye tracking technology. So if you want to change lanes, all you have to do is look at the side mirror. So if you want to change lanes to the right, you look at the right side mirror, or if you want to change lanes to the left, you look at the left mirror. Again, we have no idea how well this is going to work, but this is the new technology that they are implementing, not just with this iX, but several other 2025 vehicles like the 5 Series, the X5, etc. Other than that, the only other change that we get is with the BMW smartphone app. It can now act as a digital key where you can lock and unlock the vehicle without actually going into the app itself. Now that is pretty cool, and honestly, you do need to utilize the BMW app to get the most out of this EV. But regarding changes, that's everything you need to know for the new 2025 iX SUV. So with this SUV, you have two different trim levels. You have the base xDrive 50, then you have the M60 at the top. Honestly, the M60 is just overkill. It comes with 610 horsepower and it's got a maximum range of 285 miles. BMW claims that it can do 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. It's going to start at $111,500. Yeah, you don't really need that. The regular xDrive 50 model still comes standard with all-wheel drive, has 516 horsepower. That's more than enough. It can do 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds, and it has better range. We have 303 to 309 miles of range, and that kind of depends on which wheel option you end up going with. There's a more aerodynamic wheel that can get you closer to that 309 mile range number. And the xDrive 50, it's going to start at $87,250. But comment below, let me know your thoughts regarding the way that this SUV looks. I gotta say, this is one of the weirdest looking new cars on sale. At first, I really hated it. Now, I don't really hate it as much. It's just weird and there's nothing aggressive about it. It's got no swagger. It's just a weird little SUV. Sorry, it's not little. It's actually pretty massive and it's very practical on the inside. You have plenty of space for your occupants, headroom, legroom, none of that is an issue. But the overall shape is just unlike any BMW that they make. A lot of people, they complain about the way the new XM SUV looks. I honestly think that's cool. But this, I don't know, in my opinion, there's nothing cool about it, but it is a good EV according to a lot of people on the Lease Hacker forum that have recently got these things. Almost everyone on there agrees that this is an excellent EV, and in many cases it's much better than the EQ Mercedes EVs. But regarding the interior, I'm a huge fan. I love the intricate designs. I like their titanium bronze finishes that you can get with the inside. I think that's unique. It stands out and it gives it a premium demeanor on the inside. That steering wheel shape is very unique, and that stitch work that they have, it's unlike most other generic car brands. But like with most EVs, you have everything embedded into that touchscreen. So you have a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster and a 14.9-inch infotainment screen running iDrive 8.5. It's common with the EVs to see all the climate control and everything being embedded into the touchscreen. But what many people don't like is they're essentially using this exact same technology infotainment setup with the regular gas-powered BMWs like your 5 Series, your X5s, etc. And many people really want to see physical buttons being used because that is truly the most convenient and natural way to interact with such things. But there's another camp of people that say that, oh, you should just use the voice command or whatever but really that doesn't come naturally to most people. You have to get used to that. But credit where credit is due. This infotainment system reacts extremely quickly. You got your wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. And if you want, you can also get a Wi-Fi hotspot with 5G connection. I would recommend most people to go with that convenience package. It'll get you a heads-up display and an 18-speaker Harman Kardon sound system. I don't recommend the premium because in that premium package, they have this interior camera. Yeah, I don't want to mess with that. So I would just stick with the convenience pack. But one thing to consider is perhaps upgrading to the 30-speaker Bowers & Wilkins audio system, because with these flagship vehicles, they really do an excellent job with these high-end audio. The Bowers & Wilkins, it's about $3,400. I've seen other car brands charge $6,000-7,000 to get the top level audio. So this honestly isn't bad if you love your music, and it's something to look into. You have a whole slew of excellent safety tech. That's not an issue. And even though IIHS hasn't tested the iX and we don't have a exact rating for it, other BMWs end up being top safety picks. Even the new BMW X3, that's a top safety pick plus, and it excels in just about every new strict test that they came out with. So this iX should also be extremely safe. You shouldn't have to worry about that. And we continue to get the 4-year or up to 50,000 mile warranty. That's bumper to bumper, and also covers the powertrain. But because this is the EV, all of the EV components are covered up to 8 years or up to 100,000 miles, whichever comes first. So a lot of people, they ask, oh, how much does the battery cost? Well, it costs $0 for the first 8 years or 100,000 miles, whichever comes first. And BMW still gives you complimentary maintenance for 3 years or 36,000 miles. And when it comes to charging, this is where it really makes sense to download that BMW app and to utilize it, because BMW is partnered with like 6 different charge point companies like Electrify America, Shell Recharge, Blink, ChargePoint, EV Connect, and EV Go. So with all 6 of those companies, there's over 100,000 charge points that you can choose from, and you can access all 6 of those companies with the BMW app. So that's really convenient. You don't have to download 6 different apps for each of those companies. You can just get the BMW app and all of those companies will pop up. But Electrify America is the company that will give you complimentary free charging for up to 2 or 3 years. And you can see all of this information on BMW's website. But if you have a 2022 to 2024 iX, i4, or an i5, you will get 2 years of complimentary charging. But if you end up going with a 2023 or up BMW i7, you will get 3 years of complimentary charging. Just something to keep in mind. And finally, another reason to download the BMW app is to do something called preconditioning. And according to BMW's website, this preconditioning function allows you to further optimize battery efficiency. When you precondition your vehicle, it will warm up both the cabin space and the battery, but your vehicle should be plugged in while you're doing this preconditioning. And again, all of this is done to optimize your battery efficiency. Again, if you're just leasing and dumping this, I guess you don't really care, but I just thought I would point that out. There's many use cases for that BMW app. Usually a lot of dealerships shove that app down your throat. They really want you to download it, because if you don't, the dealership and I believe even the salesperson gets penalized if you don't download that app. So yeah, a lot of these car companies, Nissan, Toyota, Honda, BMW, doesn't matter, they really want you to get the app downloaded onto your smartphone. Many of them will make sure that you do it before you even take delivery of the car. Yeah, that's crazy. I hate that these manufacturers are forcing dealerships to make their customers to download these things. But with BMW, it does make sense. There's a lot of things that you can do with the vehicle, especially if you have one of their EVs. And also, it's wise to have that level 2 charger at your home. BMW sells one for like $600. It's called the BMW Wall Box. Honestly, that's not a bad price to get, a BMW home charger. But in the description box below, I'll have a link to the Grizzly level 2 charger. That's the one I have in my home, and it's about $400. The reason why I chose Grizzly over these other brands is because it's actually a UL listed and tested product. I believe it's made in Canada. It's really high quality. I've had it for about 2 years now. I don't personally have an electric car, but I do get a lot of press vehicles to test. Many of them end up being either plug-in hybrids or EVs. So to charge up those cars, I do have that Grizzly charger. It's been about 2 years now, never had an issue. So if you want to pick one up, I'll have an affiliate link to that charger in my description box. But now, let's talk about how you can save with these new BMWs. Well, you can do so by contacting a broker named AutoCompanion. He's one of the largest brokers in the United States, and he is offering 10% off MSRP on the i4, the i5, and the iX. And with the i7, he's offering 11% off MSRP. And obviously, he's got discounts on a bunch of BMWs. You'll see it on the screen, and he represents multiple different brands. But since this video is talking about BMW, I'm going to focus on the iX. He's also got a free leasing calculator, which I'm also going to have linked in the description box below. This is a very powerful calculator because it shows you the residual values, the interest rate of the lease, and the incentives that you can qualify for in your local zip code. Leasing programs change every month, and this calculator will also update every month so you can stay on top of the numbers. And on a $91,000 MSRP vehicle at 10% off, you're at $81,900. But if you lease this vehicle, there's an additional $9,900 worth of incentives that you can take advantage of. And that stacks on top of AutoCompanion's discount. So that's nearly $20,000 off the MSRP of a 2024 brand new iX xDrive 50 model. The lease is around $836 a month, assuming you have perfect credit and you're putting no money down. You can actually save even more money by doing things like a one-pay lease or multiple security deposits. The reason why you do those things is to reduce the interest rate of the lease, but in this case, with the iX, the interest is only 1.6%. So overall, not bad to lease a near six-figure vehicle. Not to mention, AutoCompanion also gets loaner cards, which is like demo vehicles where it might have some mileage on it, usually below 5,000 miles, and you can save even more money with those vehicles. So a lot of savings to be had with these EVs. If you want to work with AutoCompanion, he's located in Washington, D.C. He can help you ship the vehicle, and that's something you have to pay for, or you can pick up at DC. He does charge a broker fee, but if you sign up with my affiliate link in the description box, he'll take some money off of his broker fee. So hopefully you appreciated all of these resources and insights. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you're a current BMW EV owner, let us know how it's been holding up for you. How's the dealer experience? How's the charging experience? Let us know below. But thank you so much for watching. Take care and goodbye.